Gerard Batten, the leader of UKIP, in a minute. Tell us why we need to vote UKIP, please.
Right. Well, these are elections that shouldn't be taking place anyway. We should have left the European Union a long time ago, certainly by the 29th of March. The voters need to send a message to the government and Westminster that they want to leave now. And a vote for UKIP is an unequivocal vote to leave the European Union. UKIP was the party that achieved the referendum. UKIP was the party that won the referendum. We're still not there. It still has to be done. And if you want to leave, then you need to vote UKIP to send a clear, unequivocal message. We are the party that actually has a plan on how to leave. I think we're the only party that's got that. We need to leave by unconditional, unilateral withdrawal to stop asking the European Union how it can be done, and our government needs to tell the European Union how it needs to be done, and then we can have a free, independent, democratic and prosperous future outside of the European Union. And I've only got a minute, so I could tell you an hour. It's take an hour to tell you how that would look. Unfortunately, I don't. But I'd like everybody who wants to leave the European Union to vote for the party that actually really wants to make it happen.
OK, that's UKIP. Is it devastation, Gerard Batten?
Well, of course it's not. I mean, this whole argument that we can't survive outside the European Union. Britain is one of the, I think it's about the 6th biggest economy in the world. There are about 170 countries in the world that are not members of the European Union. They are trading with each other. They all trade with the European Union. The biggest trading partners with the European Union are countries like Japan, Russia, India, South America. I mean, they're all trading with the European Union. None of them find it necessary to be members of the European Union.
We were trading with them through the EU. How are we going to trade with Japan when we leave the EU?
Well, you do that the way we trade with all the other countries in the world that are not members of the EU. You do that under World Trade Organization terms, or you can have your own trade deals if you want to. Now, very interesting. I had a short conversation with the Trade Minister of Singapore a couple of months ago in Strasbourg in the coffee bar. He was just there negotiating a trade deal with the EU, and I said, if we leave, could we just novate that trade deal with you and do the same thing with you in Britain? He said, of course you could if you want to. That means basically re-sign it in our own right.
OK.
I think other than destructive with it.
If you look at my record, I've probably made more speeches in the European Parliament than the average MEP. I make the speeches on every plenary session that I can get speaking time. I've sat in my Civil Liberties, Justice and Home Affairs Committee. I've produced an awful lot of work on the EU legal system that's being produced.
You want the whole thing abolished?
We do. And everything that I have done has been highlighting what happens in the European Union. I've been entirely consistent on this. There was never going to be a deal offered by the European Union. They don't want us to leave. The only way we're going to ever leave is for the British government and Parliament to say we're leaving under our law and tell the European Union how it's going to work.
Thank you
we'll
very much.
never leave under any other terms.
Thank you all. Thank you all.